Hey guys, Gato97 again, this time with a review of the 1/100 scale Den'an Zon from the Gundam F91 movie. So for colors, we have for almost the entire mobile suit a very nice militaristic looking grey, combined with some nice very dark grey touch-ups. See here on the vents, the hands, those little two beam rifles here, and also a bit on the thrusters. And those are the only colors for plastic we get. Oh, no, wait. Also have very nice clear blue for the eyes. And that looks really, really badass. It actually looks, yeah, kind of horrific in a cool way. So really nice. So, all there is to see are stickers. The red with the crest from the Crossbone Vanguard is one sticker. The black red here is a sticker. The black here stickers. On the side, the red on the side here is a sticker. The red on the inside here is a sticker. Of course, same goes to the other leg. The beige on the hands is a sticker. These red things are stickers, and I think that's about it. Yeah. Then, oh yeah, quite uniquely, the polycaps, like this here, are all in beige. But unfortunately, overall, you will still need to do quite some painting. For example, the entire face, not the helmet, but the entire face should be the same beige as the polycap. Same goes for the inside of the torso, and the side here should also be beige. Lower feet here should be beige. This should be black. So you will have to do a little bit of painting, but because it's such a nice gray, it looks good as is. You also get some very nice water slide decals. See some cautions, Crossbone Vanguard insignia, and various other warning symbols. Don't put your stupid head in the thruster, and so on and so forth. Then on to articulation. The head only goes side to side, doesn't go forwards and backwards, and rotates a little bit like so until it hits those hoses. Push it back in. Then the arms rotate around all the way, go up about that far. And then these very nice spike shoulders go out about like that, but that's not really any point. There's no point in doing that. Then the arm will rotate above elbow, bends at one joint for a nice 90 degrees. Then there's also a wrist joint, quite uniquely, and gives it some quite nice articulation, but kind of looks a bit weird, like it has some kind of giant elbow joint. There we go. Then the hands are, the ball joints are very stiff, so they will rotate, turn around, wiggle, do everything a ball joint does, but just slightly harder. Then the hands, as you can see, these are, you can clearly see the evolution towards the wing and G-Gundam hands. So let's see, the lower three fingers are molded together, and then the index finger is separate. So really cool, actually. And I do hope they kinda keep their strength, because currently they're very good. Then the waist goes side to side quite nicely. Little bit turning, not too much. Front skirts are molded separately, don't have to separate them, but only go out about that far, so the legs go forward a little bit like that, backwards also a little bit like so. Yeah, it's an old kit. The legs go out and pop off, so also a little bit of rotation. Then the legs. The knees are unfortunately one joint, so you don't get even near 90 degrees. And also, unlike the heavy gun, this time they decided to have the two pegs horizontally instead of vertically, so cutting one off isn't really gonna do a lot for the articulation. Then this here goes up and down. The feet will go a little bit forwards, somewhat backwards, side to side quite nicely until it pops out. Let's put that back in. So side to side until it pops out and rotates about that far. So let's put that back in and let's get on with the accessories, because that's what we're really looking forward to. Oh yeah, side skirts move out quite nicely, like so actually, really far, but that's not nearly necessary. They could quite literally just be static and do their job. So, the accessories, let's start off with the best one of them all, clear beam shield. And as you can see, when you hold it at an angle, these red kind of spike things really stand out. So this looks gorgeous, really awesome. You have like some saw endings. This looks fantastic. Just have to remove this, throw it away, and put that on there. Well, you could quite literally throw this away, because I don't think you're going to remove that shield. It really looks great. Then you get the signature weapon, the Shot Lancer. Unfortunately, I have to say, mine was a bit loose. I did use the super glue trick, so now it's a lot more sturdy. You can see, shoots out and pulls back in, prevents the mobile suit's reactor from exploding. Also comes with a little side handle here. Kind of moves forwards and backwards, but I think that's just because, yeah, it's old and not all that secure. Unfortunately, the handle is literally just there, for show, because there's no way he's going to reach that handle. He can't even, yeah, he can barely touch it. As you can see, we are pretty much stretching it. Oh yeah, he can hold it between his fingers. So yeah, that handle doesn't really serve a lot of purpose now, does it? Let's put that away for just a second and go on with his final accessory, the Beam Saber. Unfortunately, they decided, hey, let's give him a super cool shield, but the Beam Saber, just solid toothpick. Yep. Fortunately, does sit in the hand rather well, no problem, and does the job pretty okay. You will just have to paint it. As always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? Well, even though the articulation is a bit subpar, the accessories are kind of basic. You do require some painting, but it's still a great buy for its price. For 800 yen, you can't really go wrong. Though I have to say, 100 scale might be a little bit deceiving, as you will see in a second. About the painting, like I said, it's in a very nice militaristic feeling jet kind of gray. So, looks really good as is. And, well, it doesn't really need any paint touch-ups to look good. So, I could definitely recommend getting this. On top of that, this is a very unique looking mobile suit. There's nothing quite like it, but I guess the same could be said for a lot of the Crossbone Vanguard's mobile suits. This guy looks like it came straight from some kind of steampunk nightmare in a badass way. So, for some size comparisons, here we have him next to some 1/144th scales. As you can see, the unicorn is quite literally bigger. Jim Custom is almost the same size. Now for some 1/100 scales, here we have the standard sized Jim Kai. And man, this thing is tiny. He comes about up to his waist. Yeah, that's really, really tiny. Next up is the Heavy Gun from the same series. And even when compared to the Heavy Gun, this is a miniature mobile suit. Just so tiny. I mean, wow. Even in some universe, it's super small. But it's also very powerful because it's so small. So, that's all for this review. And see you at the next one.